Hi everyone, today I want to share with you 5 things that I always travel with, no matter where I'm going, for how long or how short, doesn't matter. These are the 5 things, they're all laid out down here in front of me. These are the 5 things that I always travel with, no questions asked, without fail. And when I don't, when I leave one of them behind, oh my goodness, it's a disaster. So the first thing that I always travel with is this. Now, that might seem a bit strange. You might be saying, what on earth is it? It's just a flat piece of leather. Well, it is, but it's a valet tray. So it has, you see in the corner here, it has these poppers and they snap together. Now, I always travel with this, and I know this might seem a bit poncy. I always travel with this, and I'll tell you why, and why I think it's really important to find something that works for you as a valet tray. You know, when you're in a hotel room or in Airbnb and you take your earrings off, take your watch off, you have some loose change in your pocket, and you sort of throw it down on the hotel counter, and then you get home at the end of your trip and go, oh, I left those earrings on the hotel counter, or I didn't pick this up, I didn't pick that up. A valet tray is life-saving for not leaving stuff in hotel rooms because you just didn't see it on the counter. Things sort of blend in sometimes to the surface. So having a valet tray, I've never left anything behind ever again. You do need to have the discipline of actually using it when you're there and putting things in it, but this little bad boy has been brilliant. This one was from Amazon. You can get them all over the place. And I might even do a video showing you some alternatives that you can use to various things. There's an idea. So yeah, the first thing I never travel without is my valet tray, and it just folds flat, just goes in the suitcase. It takes up 0 space. I mean, it's 0. It takes up 5 millimeters probably worth of space flat. It's great. The next thing that I always travel with, and these live in my suitcase. Now, I generally don't leave things in my suitcase. I know some people leave their travel stuff just in their suitcase and then they kind of, you know, it's there, they know where it is. I generally don't, because I like to open my suitcase and be able to put in what I want to take on that particular trip, rather than having to take stuff out in order to put stuff in. But these do live in my suitcase because I use them all the time. I take them on every trip I go, and some of them are a bit beat up. They got warp. This one, this grey one, she got serious war wounds. She's been all over the world. Plastic baggies. Now, you can see where these are from. These are the IKEA ones, and I do a lot of my shopping in IKEA, as you've probably gathered. I love IKEA. Or IKEA, I think, as they call it in Sweden. These are so useful for so many things, like so many things. You can put wet clothing in them, you can put food in them, you can put, I mean, anything that you want, you can put in them. You can turn them into a washing machine. I will show you in a video how one of these bags, one of these large plastic baggies, can be a washing machine when you're traveling. Trust me, it'll blow your mind. I also really love now IKEA are doing these tiny little dinky ones. I think they're so good. So yeah, never ever travel without my plastic baggies. They are so good for so many different things. The next one might be slightly odd and you might think she's gone mad. I never travel without these. Now you might wonder what on earth they are. They're little magnetic pins. They're like fridge magnets, basically. They magnetize. I don't have anything metallic here, but you know what metal does. So they just magnetize onto the fridge. So many times I've gotten to an Airbnb and I've had little notes and things that I've wanted to hang on to, bits of paper that I've been handed, business cards I've been handed, things like that. And they're so good for just hanging things up. And the other thing they're really, really good for, this is mainly what I use it for, is wherever the fridge in my apartment is, I pop one of these on to the door or something else metallic, and I use it to hang the keys on to the place that I'm staying. So I always know when I come in, I put the keys there, and then I don't have to spend 20 minutes hunting around, looking in pockets of what I had on yesterday to find the keys before I go out. honestly, little fridge magnet pins. Isn't that cute? I think they're so cute. These are brilliant. I have travelled with these for a long time now. There's 4 in this little cluster here, and they take up no room, and they're so useful. The next thing I always travel with is a pair of slippers, because I'm an old lady now. No, I'm not really. I don't think I am. I'm 45. Is that old? You tell me. These are new because the ones that I had before were basically had holes in them. They were awful. I bought these in a little shop in Turin when I was there. I left my old ones. I threw away in Turin. I recycled them responsibly, but I bought these. Oh, there we go. That's better. But I bought these guys in Turin, so I haven't actually used them yet, but I do love them. I think they're very cute. I can't travel without slippers. And also, it's fair to say, if you're traveling in a hotel, if you're staying in a hotel, or even an Airbnb, although you would like to think that it's not so much with an Airbnb, but particularly in hotels, the staff have such a short turnaround time, they may not be hoovering the floor. And they may not have hoovered the floor for a long time. Unless there's anything obvious there, they may not have had time to give the floor a vacuum. So I just don't like walking around on strange floors without anything on my feet. And very rarely do I wear socks. I'm not a sock wearer. But yeah, these little slippers, very thin ones. But yeah, they keep my feet nice and snug, and they're really cool. I can't wait to use them. My new Italian slippers to replace my old Irish slippers, where I bought the last ones, in fact. The last thing that I never, ever travel without is my travel wallet. Now, this might seem like such an old-fashioned thing, a travel wallet. Like, who has that these days? Everything's online, everything's on your phone. Why on earth would you want a travel wallet? Well, this thing is possibly one of the best, most useful gifts I've ever been given, and I had it for my 21st birthday, so I've had it longer than I've not had it my entire life. I love this thing. It's so good. So inside I've got my passport, and my passport is in this pink case because I don't like that it's one of the blue ones that doesn't say EU on it, so I bought case to put in it, but that's my passport. And then I suppose I've got all sorts of other things in here that I always travel with, because I always travel with the wallet, but I'm talking about those today, including another little baggie. There you go. I'm never without them. So yeah, this is my travel wallet, and it's just so useful. I know that you can get everything online, and I do travel with everything online. I will always have my boarding pass and everything like that on my phone, scan, ready to go in, but I always print out the details as well and put them in fact, in this first section. So this probably still has the things from my last trip. It absolutely does. British Airways boarding pass from Turin. And I guess, yeah, it's also got my boarding pass to Milan with Wizz Air. So yeah, I don't need those anymore. I could actually take them out. What's that? Oh, another airline confirmation. So don't need that ready for the next trip. The other thing that I do always have in here, this is a scan of my passport. And this is a scan of the picture page of my passport, because if this was to get lost, I at least have a scan available. I'm going to do a video on sort of things like that, how to stay safe when you're abroad. Very 90s, very yuppie exec style. So yeah, this is in not bad nick, considering I got it in 1998 and it's been to all 4 continents. I feel like it's possibly one of the things I've looked after the most my entire life. My little blue travel wallet from my best friend's mum. Let me know in the comments the things that you can't leave home without when you're traveling, the things that you always take and that you love and that you couldn't be without. Let me know down here in the comments, and I will see you on the next one.